Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel all about BI. In this video, we are going to learn how do we load data from Azure to Fabric. Okay, so in specific, ADLS gen2 to Lakehouse. This is what we are going to learn in this video. So going back to the pipeline, we have a copy activity. Okay, in that copy activity under source, click on more so that you will be getting to see all the allowed data stores for copy activity. Just search for gen2. Okay, so it is asking for an URL here. What URL is this? It is nothing but it is the URL of ADLS gen2 endpoint to connect to. To avoid invalid credential errors, be aware to use the DFS endpoint rather than .blob endpoint, and ensure you are assigned a blob specific role and you have networking access set appropriately. So this is a FYI. So if we have to use data like gen2, use the DFS endpoint version rather than blob endpoint version. So what is this DFS? What is this blob? If you go to your storage account and then if you go to any file for that matter, right? Or if you can search for endpoints here, you will be seeing various endpoints here. Okay, so in that, what we have to see for the data lake storage, identify the endpoint which has DFS in it and not the blob. So I'm just copying this and then going back and pasting it. Okay, so create new connection. Let us create a new connection. Okay, and the connection name is ADLS gen2 sales data. Okay, data gateway none. We are not loading from any on-prem location, so I'm just ignoring this. And authentication is nothing but if we are connecting outside Fabric, connecting to the data stores outside Fabric, we have to authenticate ourselves, right? So this is not org account that I'm using. I mean, under the current organizational account in which I created Fabric, my Azure account is not there under the same account, so I cannot use org account as the authentication kind. If I use that and try to connect, it will not let me connect. See, invalid credentials. So I have to use something like service principal or maybe account key. So where do we get the account key from? I will go to the storage account and then under the storage account properties, just look for access keys. Copy any of the two access keys that you see and then ideally in real time we will not use access keys because it will be rotated then and there and it's not a safer way to access the data like gen2. So we will be using a workspace identity or service principal. Okay, account key cannot be used or it should not be used. Okay, so I'm just giving for now and say connect. It will be establishing connection to our ADLS gen2 account. Okay, storage account. So now here we have to see what are the files present in our data lake storage and then we have to choose the folder accordingly. So right now in my case under AZFS I have sales data.csv. So if you preview data, it will be showing some sales related data, okay, which we are going to load to Lakehouse. Alright, so source is done. We have created a connection to Azure Data Lake Gen 2, okay, by providing the DFS endpoint, and then we are trying to set up the destination now. So if you click the drop down, it will show all the available connections so far. Let us choose Lakehouse 2 as the destination, and then let us try to load it in table now. Okay, we have been loading to files since couple of demos now. Let us try to see if it loads to table now. So table name, we can create a new table. Let us keep it as t underscore sales. Okay, I'll say create and then advanced and all we can ignore now. Mapping, let us leave it simply. let it be the default mapping. So the table also it's not there currently. It's going to be created for us. When it creates, it will just replicate the schema of the source and it's going to load. Okay. So let's not do any mapping. Let's not do any other setting. Let's try to run this. Let's try to save and run. Meanwhile, I will go to my lake house, wherever we are trying to load. Okay. Under one lake, Lakehouse 2 is the place where we loaded, right? So I'll open, and then under tables, it's still not loaded, I believe. Okay, let it load. Okay, it has loaded now. Let's come back here and do a refresh. T underscore save. See, if we want to look at the data, we can click on the table, and then you can see all the columns being referred as such from the source table, source file, and you're seeing all the data in the form of delta table. Okay, so this is how we bring in data from ADLS gen2 inside Fabric workspace, that too especially in the form of delta tables in the lakehouse. Okay, so if you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comment section. I hope this smaller videos are going to be helpful for you to learn as well. Okay, let me know if you think otherwise. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Keep supporting the channel.